Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Hey guys, and we are here for a little bit of Game Day Bingo. Wild theme Game Day Bingo, as you can tell by the Let's Go Wild sign right behind us. 25 seconds to get enrolled in this first game as we got some fun stuff on the line. 45 balls or less for that mega prize you take home in $10,000. That major prize said that $2,732 you can take home in 50 balls or less. And that minor prize looking really, really good. $224 you can win in 52 balls or less. All should be some really, really fun stuff as we're going to be bringing all these games to you guys live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Oh, yeah, and speaking of those shiny new Pilot TVs, we just sent out a bunch to a ton of new locations. In those locations that just got them installed are Forester's Dugout, Quinny Sports Bar and Grill, Casey's Saloon, Clarissa Muni, Municipal Liquor Store Millerville, Nelson's Riverside Sports Bar, American Legion St. Peter, The Bar Le Sueur, Mac Green Mill Bar, Henderson Roadhouse, Nelson's Belle Plaine, Johan Sports Bar 2, Roadhouse Bar and Grill Abasso, as well as Terrace Tavern. Congratulations to all those locations getting those shiny new Pilot TVs. Wish you guys a little bit of extra luck on all these games at Game Day Bingo that we have ahead of us today.
Oh, yeah, should be some really, really fun stuff on this lovely Wednesday. But how's your Wednesday going so far? You know, good old hump day.
Yeah, pretty easy going.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, nothing really major going on.
Yeah, just having a nice, relaxing day. Just last night, we got to hang out with some friends that we hadn't seen and we hadn't been able to hang out with in a while. And so that was pretty good. Played a new video game that just released, which was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, they just the creators of that, right? It was the creators of that, or just the voice actors of that?
Just the creator was a part of it.
The creator was a part of it. They all got together and made a video game called High on Life, which is it's a pretty comical but very, very much mature video game to play.
Oh yeah, it definitely is a very rather mature game to play, but it's a blast.
Oh, it definitely is. As it looks kind of kiddish, it's not kiddish.
No,
it's got very comedic themes to it. That was pretty entertaining, especially having a bunch of friends around playing it as well.
Oh yeah.
But we do have to get into some jackpots that went out yesterday for you guys who were having a good time, as we've given out 51 jackpots over the last 7 days and 596 jackpots during this season 12, 6 of which went out yesterday.
Oh yeah, the first of which went out to Bees over at Dick's Sports Bar. Dick's Bar and Grill, taking home $7,293. Before we talk about the next one, we got Wally over at Village Inn LaSalle, taking home that must-go of $12.50. Good job to you, Wally.
Yeah, as we get enrolled into this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo, that minor prize, we'll be clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. Should be some great stuff. But you just talked about Bees taking home $7,293, an amazing jackpot to go out. But surprisingly, wasn't the largest jackpot to go out.
No.
And that's because the mega prize in Game Day Bingo went out just last night. The prize you see right there. Awesome stuff. $67,000. That's how big it had grown. $67,320. And that went out to UD Girls over at Great River Bowl. They definitely were having a good time winning that huge prize.
Oh, yeah. Next up, everyone's least favorite sugar creation, Peeps over at Beck's Pub, taking home $623. Good job to you, Peeps.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff there. Then we had Perez over at American Legion Lyles splitting up a $1,200 jackpot with Birdie over at Jimmy's Poorhouse. Each of them took home $617.50. Good job, Perez and Birdie.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff there. But our last jackpot that went out, jackpot number 6, went out to Joe M. Down over at Shortstop Tavern, taking home a whopping $1,553. Good job to you, Joe M. Down, and all of our other jackpot winners yesterday.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Some awesome stuff. And I have to figure out if Plaxico Burress spells his name that way. And it does look like one of my favorite names to ever play in the NFL, Plaxico Burress.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Is that how they spelled it? No, it's not spelled the exact same. Instead of a U-S-S that they ended off their name with, it was B-U-R-R-U-S-S. His name is B-U-R-R-E-S-S.
Oh, yeah, but this does spell it the same as Candy Burris, famous singer.
Oh, I forgot that Candy Burris existed. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I just looked at Burris. I was wondering if it was a mix between Burrow and Russell. That's like Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson.
That is funny. That is good stuff. Well, good job to all of our winners yesterday. I mean, a huge prize, $67,320. UD girls, awesome stuff to you as well. But we have an awesome new eTab game coming out tomorrow, and that is called Phone Tag. You guys can win in the gossip bonus, and then watch the credit roll in the Call Around the World bonus. All of it super, super fun stuff, and you can win some really great prizes. The more the players talk, the better those prizes are going to be.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a ton of fun. Definitely check out that brand new eTab game.
Oh, for sure. I do want to check out a little bit more about that eTab game, as I do have some fun little things about the eTab game that are a little bit more detailed about it. And just one little second, and then I'll be able to pull that up for you guys.
Yeah.
We do have balls dropping in this game number 2, as we have that $241 minor prize, $2,745 major prize, and a mega prize of $10,000. If we miss out on all those prizes, we do have a $13.50 must-go prize that we'll be trying to give out in this one. Should be some really, really great stuff as you guys are getting after it. But the Call Around the World bonus round, I have a little bit of the blurbs that they say about themselves. In this one when they're gossiping about themselves.
Ooh.
And so we got the first one up, and we'll highlight just one of them today, just, you know, to have it be fun. And the first one, we're going to talk about Holly, and she talks about, my cupcakes just won a certain amount of money at the bake-off. And I think whatever certain amount of money helps you out in that game, mattering on what that number is. But that's super funny. Holly, she won her bake-off.
Wow, good job for Holly.
Yeah, taking home some good cash on the way. Good job. And you guys win that cash when they get those big wins. It's a super fun game, so make sure you guys are checking out Phone Tag, hitting your iPads tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, and if you guys want to check out a preview of that eTab game, go give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. You just have to search up Pilot Games, and you'll see our logo. That way, you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and much more, just like those previews of those eTab games when they're about to release. While you guys are on our Facebook page, you guys can click on our website link to see our link tree. That has links to bar locations, all of our social media, and so much more.
Yeah, we love that Facebook page, so give it a like and follow. We do have 54 balls dropped on this game, our last time to give out that minor prize, as we do click past all of our jackpots, and now working on a $13.50 must-go prize. We'll see who can end up getting the win, as we have quite a few players 4 balls away. We got Happy New Year out there. A little early. We haven't even celebrated Christmas yet. But definitely a fun name. You know, I know you're probably the life of the party, so I would love to hang out with you. We do have Tabalama, but JoJo, as well as Tabalama, are splitting up that prize. JoJo over at Clarissa Municipal Liquor Store, and Tabalama over at Coaches. Good job to both of our winners, splitting up $13.50.
Oh, yeah, good job to both those players. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in Press and Play for this next game, as that minor, major, and mega are going to be growing and rolling onto this next game. With that minor, clicking up to 56 balls or less to take home.
Ooh, should be some really, really fun stuff. So get enrolled, press play, as we're going to be playing this game day bingo all the way till 1 p.m. Then right after that 1 p.m. game of game day bingo, you'll play one game of Lucky 4 bingo at 1 p.m. That will lead you into more game day bingo action running from 1 all the way till 4. But in that game of Lucky 4 bingo, you'll have $55,000 on the line, so should be a lot of fun. But if it doesn't go out there, you'll have 2 more opportunities. One of them coming after that 1 to 4 time of game day bingo, happen right at 4 p.m. and that leads you right into our happy hour bingo, which is more game day bingo. The trifecta of game day bingo finishes up during that 4 to 6 time as you play your final game of Lucky 4 bingo at 6 p.m. And you'll see if that $55,000 is still available. We'll see if we can give it out in that final opportunity, as that leads you right into our Skull Bingo.
Oh, yeah, that Skull Bingo running from 6 all the way till 7, and again from 9 all the way till 10 o'clock tonight. You guys definitely want to stick around for all that action, as that line prize is kicking off the day at $238. You guys can always take home in 10 balls or less. A large frame of $4,309. You can always take home in 43 balls or less. And that coverall prize is currently at $88,975. And as always, you guys can take that home in 50 balls or less. But we do have some interruptions on that Skull Bingo tonight, as tonight is our Wild Wednesday. That goes on from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, with typically me and Ian taking the helm when you guys throw all this PGL action. But sadly, today I'm going to be with Jordy instead.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Not sadly. It's going to be a great time.
No, it should be
We're
a
gonna
lot
have
of
a
fun.
blast handing out all that PGL action. Always love the little switch ups. And after you guys stick around for all that great PGL action, we're going to have 2 games of game day bingo tail ending the night for our awesome grand finale games.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun playing Wild Wednesday. Last night we just had a MegaSota game night. That was the biggest gaming night of the entire week, and usually always is. It runs at 6:40 every single Tuesday, and we try and give out a lot of PGL points and prizes. And Tony and Nikki host those games, as that's the only time you can actually see Tony and Nikki live on air. But they have a grand finale. They were not able to give out $60,267 available in Jackpot Jungle, their final game that they were trying to give it out in 54 balls or less, but were not able to. So make sure you guys are coming out next Tuesday for that MegaSota game night, as well as tonight on Wild Wednesday. But this weekend, we have a Vikings game day, sending a little bit of support over to our Vikings, and that's going to be happening this Thursday at 12 o'clock as our Vikings take on the Colts. Should be some really, really fun stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are coming out for all that awesome PGL action, and especially for that awesome special tonight, including the Vikings game day.
Yeah, I always love Vikings game day. It's one of my favorite ones, as a lot of people are out there trying to win some huge prizes. It's really, really good stuff.
Oh, yeah, but we do have some national days for you guys, as you guys are going after all these great jackpots, and the first of which, we got a state day, as it is a Wednesday, and today is National Alabama Day. Down. On December 14th, National Alabama Day recognizes the heart of Dixie. Yeah.
Yeah, Alabama, iconic state. Just for college football, has become an iconic state, but has a lot of good stuff in it as well.
They
Outside
have a cool
of
football player on the team. He's all right.
We have a cool football player
On Alabama.
Who's the cool football player right now in Alabama?
Will Anderson.
Oh, Will Anderson. I forgot that you love Will Anderson because that's your name. And so
Yeah, I've seen videos of some guy that talked about him, and I was just so surprised when I saw something about it. It was like, "What are you gonna do if you're squared up against Will Anderson?" I was like, "What did I do?"
I'll tell you what's absolutely hilarious, that I did not put together that that was your first time hearing of Will Anderson when you sent that into our group chat until yesterday. Yesterday was the day I figured out that, because when I heard it, I just thought it was a funny clip of, talking about, I didn't even put together that you two had the same name, and that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because it was just some random Southern, Alabama fan being
just with, the leather
what are
helmet
you
on.
going to do if Will Anderson lands up against you on 4th and 1?
Roll Tide.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God.
And I didn't even realize it. I didn't put together until last night that it was funny because it has your name. Is your name. We do have GM Joni over at VFW Wells taking home that nice must-go prize of $14 in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We're now going to get enrolled into a game number 4 with that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Should be some really great stuff as you guys are getting enrolled into this game number 4.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. But we're looking up some awesome Alabama facts for you guys, as it is Alabama's day.
Oh, yeah. And it is a Class B felony in Alabama to wrestle a bear. I thought they were more manly than that, to be honest, over there in Alabama.
I know, at least in Texas, you can even just have a duel if you want.
You can have a duel?
Yeah, you can have a fully legal duel in Texas.
That is awesome.
If both parties agree.
That is great. Yeah,
I know.
I completely agree with that.
Exactly.
But yes, you should be allowed to wrestle a bear. I mean, if you decide to wrestle a bear,
Yeah.
I say the punishment is enough that you decided to, whatever happens to you when you proceed to wrestle this bear is your punishment for wrestling the bear.
Whoa. So bear wrestling actually used to be a pretty big deal in Alabama.
Really?
They were so popular that the state of Alabama added a law under Section 13A/12.5 about bear exploitation that explicitly forbids them from engaging in bear wrestling matches.
Oh my gosh! So it was for the bears.
They
were protecting the bears from the Alabamians. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness!
It was probably after Will
They
Anderson
didn't-
got a hold of
They
them all.
didn't have to protect the humans from the bears, like from the bears attacking them. They had to protect the people in Alabama. They had to protect the bears in Alabama from the people in Alabama. That is hilarious. I love that fact.
It's all because of Will Anderson.
Oh, Will Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama is the only state in the U.S. to have an alcoholic beverage as its official drink, which is the Conecuh Ridge whiskey.
Interesting.
Officially called Clyde Mays Alabama style whiskey. It's a really high quality aged moonshine whiskey from the Conecuh Ridge Distillery Incorporated.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only state.
That is crazy. Next up on our facts is Alabama doesn't actually have an officially recognized nickname. Alabama is known as the Yellowhammer State after the state bird, the Heart of Dixie, and the Cotton State, but it has not been designated an official nickname. To make up for that, here are the nicknames of Alabama's 4 largest cities.
Yeah, we got Birmingham, the Magic City or the Steel City, Huntsville, the Rocket City, Mobile, the Azalea City or home of Mardi Gras. Montgomery is the cradle of the Confederacy.
Yeah, good for you, Montgomery.
Oh, gosh. Alabama is the first state to declare Christmas a legal holiday. That's awesome.
Wow.
Back in 1836.
Wow. Next up, Alabama is the home of the tree that owns itself. Yes,
What?
there is indeed a tree that owns itself. In Athens, Georgia, a white oak in itself and the land it stands on. William Henry Jackson deeded ownership to the tree in the early 1800s. Apparently, Jackson's fondness for the tree was born of positive childhood experiences.
That's awesome. The first rocket that sent man to the moon was designed in Alabama. Alabama is the only state to have all 3 ingredients needed to make iron and steel that can be found in close proximity to each other.
Wow. Next up, we have Alabama State Constitution is the longest of any of the 50 states.
Wow.
With 4,543 words.
That's very, very impressive. The first 911 call in the United States was made in Alabama.
Oh, actually, pardon me. It has over 300,000 words. That is the shortest constitution. Let's see. The whole United States Constitution has like
4,543 words, where the Alabama Constitution has 300,000 words.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Windshield wipers were actually invented in Alabama.
Thank you, Alabama.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a great invention. Mobile, Alabama used to be the capital of Louisiana.
Wow.
That's surprising.
Yeah, next up, Alabama was actually the first place to celebrate Mardi Gras.
Wow, that's why they're the home of Mardi Gras. That's
crazy.
One of the whatever town that was in Mobile, Alabama. You can go to Alabama to the Great Lakes entirely via boat.
That's great. Yeah.
That is crazy. I mean, I guess I could have put 2 and 2 together, but I've never put it all the way together that could actually happen. We do have Slugger over at Backwoods Bar and Grill in Bemidji taking home that $20.30 Musco prize. Good job, Slugger, in this game number 4. We are now about to get enrolled into a game number 5 with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less.
Oh, yeah. And next up on our Alabama facts, probably so far my favorite one. Dothan, Alabama is the peanut capital of the world. Ooh. The world, people. The entire world.
About 50% of the peanuts grown in the United States is grown within a 100-mile radius of Dothan, Alabama.
See, I feel like something specific like tree growth and stuff. If you're the number 1 of it, like the capital, you're the capital of the universe at that point, because we're not finding peanuts on another planet.
That is absolutely crazy. The American Civil War started in Alabama. That's another big fact, but not a fun fact.
No.
But happy Alabama Day. There's a lot of fun things about Alabama. Bryce Young, he's a big guy. Did he end up winning the Heisman? Who ended up winning the Heisman this year? Oh, no, it was Caleb Williams. I don't even think Bryce Young ended up making it to the Heisman finalists, but he is just a very, very talented player.
Oh, yeah. but there are people predicting he may go #1 overall in the draft.
Yeah, I see a lot of that. I think definitely he'll end up being #1 in
Congrats
the
to him.
draft. Yeah, just a very, very talented football player, and he's out there playing for the University of Alabama, constant dominant program.
Oh, yeah. Next up on our national days, one that Ben can definitely get behind. Today is National Monkey Day. Every year on December 14th, the National Monkey Day celebrates the unique characteristics of simians. The day also focuses on other non-human primates, such as apes, tarsiers, and lemurs. I love lemurs.
Lemurs are the best.
Lemurs are chill.
Lemurs are my favorite, and that is purely for Zumafu.
Yeah, that's my boy. It's actually Zumbamafu.
Zubamafu?
Zumbamafu.
Okay.
That's my man. You know he's got a grandchild?
Does he?
Yeah, Zumbamafu. I think it is. Here, let me see.
That is so funny. Yeah, monkeys, very, very interesting stuff. We'll go over a few different little interesting fun facts about monkeys. There are over 264 different species of monkey around the world. Monkeys have opposable thumbs, which enable them to use tools and play games. Do you think that you could beat a monkey in a video game? I don't know. Do you think you could beat a monkey in a video game?
Oh, yeah.
Mattering on the video game?
No, plenty of them.
All of them?
Yeah, most of them.
I think I'm losing to them in a few.
Ah.
And if there's ones that button smashing is like the only skill I have,
Yeah.
monkeys could definitely beat me. Like Injustice, they could definitely beat me in Injustice.
Oh, yeah, but I'm taking them down in Smash Bros.
In Smash Bros, yeah, for sure, because I play Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just button mashing with them. Once I see what the monkeys are doing and it works, I'm going for it, too.
Going for it. There are two main types of monkeys. New World monkeys live in the Americas, North America, Central America, and South America. Old World monkeys live in Asia and Africa. One difference between the two types is Old World monkeys don't have a gripping tail. New World monkeys do, however.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
really cool.
But yeah, Zobumafu has a grandchild.
Zabumafu?
Zobumafu. Yeah, it's Xylus.
Xylus. Oh, okay. That's definitely some cool stuff. Definitely an awesome one. But we do still have balls dropping in this game. 60 balls or less for this minor prize. Definitely doable in this one as we got players 11 balls away. We'll see who will end up winning a great prize or maybe even a great must-go prize, $33.20. But I'm going to guess that minor jackpot will be going out in this game.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Next up on Fun Monkey Facts, we have old world monkeys fill their cheek pouches with food. They swallow later when they find a safe place to rest. So they just kind of get it in there first.
Super smart. That seems like when they're, you're not a predator. That seems pretty smart.
Look at him just chilling, eating that banana.
Yeah, what a
life.
What a great monkey. Monkeys eat nuts, fruits, seeds, and flowers. Some monkeys also eat meat like birds, eggs, small animals like lizards, small insects, and spiders. And if you watch Tarzan, you'll think humans.
Yeah, most likely. Next up,
remember those monkeys that were just chased after him? Oh yeah, they were scary. That was probably the most scary animal in the entire Tarzan thing. I was so freaked out by that.
Those little like
it starts with the little baby monkey and he's just like playing around with them, and then he gets all of his like parents and stuff mad at him and they're running around. I still don't understand though why he couldn't speak to him.
Exactly.
We do have winners though in this game. Not taking home the minor jackpot, $33.20, getting split up between Nan at Corky's Bar South Haven and MD Mailman over at American Legion Fridley. Good job to both those players in this game number 5. We are now getting rolled into a game number 6 with that minor prize clicking up from 60 to 62 balls or less. This should be some awesome stuff as we already have $348 available on that minor jackpot.
Oh, yeah. And we still got those fun monkey facts for you guys as you guys are getting enrolled. And next up at number 6, we have howler monkeys are the loudest monkeys and the loudest land animal and can be heard from up to 3 miles away, with the loudest sea animal being the blue whale.
That is impressive. A howler monkey has an extremely long tail that has 5 times as long as its body.
They're interesting looking monkeys too.
Yeah, very, very weird monkeys. Let's see. It's fine.
Oh.
We'll talk about squirrel monkeys have more than 25 different calls. These calls can sound like barks, purrs, screams, peeps, and squawks. You're lucky there isn't a squirrel monkey outside your bedroom window, or you'll never sleep.
Wow. But do you see the that one monkey that's right there, what is it called? The nose of the male proboscis monkey is like can exceed 3.9 inches.
Yeah.
It is thought to have to woo females.
What a nosy individual.
What a schnauzer on that. Yeah.
Yeah, what awesome stuff. Adult monkeys can live between 10 to 50 years. Monkeys have tails, but apes don't. Every monkey has a unique fingerprint, just like humans. That's really, really cool.
That's scary. Do you think that they could set a fingerprint to an iPhone?
I think if you like controlled them, like obviously you could,
Yeah.
like probably have them have a fingerprint. It's
That's
not
crazy.
too. I don't think it's like. Yeah, it wouldn't be too
Oh,
far
wow.
off. I don't think that would be too crazy.
That's an interesting looking guy.
There's a bunch of definitely monkeys come in all different shapes and sizes, and so it's always interesting to find out a little bit more about monkeys, and you can do so on this great Monkey Day. Next and final national day is National Bouillabaisse Day. On December 14th, give seafood lovers everywhere a reason to celebrate. This flavorful dish stew hits the spot on cold winter days too.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out a little bit more about this
Oh
dish.
man, a fish stew. That'd be interesting. Because it's like a stew sits for a while.
Yeah.
You know? So it'd be like your house is definitely smelling like fish.
Oh, 100%.
But it looks really good.
Yeah, let's find out the. It is bouillabaisse. Bouillabaisse. Okay.
Bouillabaisse,
Yeah,
yeah.
bouillabaisse. Okay, bouillabaisse is a traditional fish stew originating in Port City, Marseille. The French and English form. Why am I blanking on how to say it
Bouillabaisse?
now? Bouillabaisse. Come from Provinical. Okay, yeah, it's just a compound word
origin.
of two verbs that work together. The sauce in this great soup is a vegetable sauce, such as onions and peppers and other stuff, with a nice fish bone broth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really, really cool stuff.
Definitely a fish stew to check out if you plan on making one. We have next up, we have aside from the variety of fish, it's defined by a handful of key ingredients and flavors, including floral saffron, sweet and anise fennel, and the subtle note of orange zest. Huh.
That's definitely different than what I was expecting it to taste like.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
Yeah, happy Bouillabaisse Day.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy on today. But we do have a little Twins news. It's not the best Twins news. It's kind of disappointing Twins news, as shortstop Carlos Correa reportedly turned down an offer to return to Minnesota before signing with the San Francisco Giants on Tuesday night. According to Jim Heyman of the New York Post, Correa declined to sign a 10-year, $285 million deal with the Twins. Instead, he agreed to a 13-year, $350 million pact with the Giants, per ESPN's Jeff Passan.
Oh, yeah, but before we talk more about this, we got Swans over at our place on 3rd and Faribault, taking them $379, taking home that minor jackpot. Good job to you, Swans. Definitely some awesome stuff there. Well, I'm checking something out.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a lot of things that we gotta unwind with all that. With Carlos Correa being out, where are we gonna go with the shortstop thing? Because it's a really interesting situation for us, as we were pursuing so heavily for Carlos Correa. It kind of made us take a step back on our off-season pursuits, and now we finally can fully go into our off-season pursuits. I'm expecting to see a few more signings from our Twins now that deal didn't come through fruition.
Oh, yeah, it was actually kind of surprising to me because, like, he actually gets, like, less money yearly with his Giants deal.
But it has 13 years.
With that extra 3-year on the contract, I guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, extra 3 years on it, so extends his career out. Even if he's playing bad, he gets lots of money for a longer period of time. But it's probably just due to the fact that I think he wanted to go to New York. I don't think he wanted to stay with our Twins.
I think it's got a lot more to do about where he wants to be.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's disappointing that our Twins didn't get him, but we want players that want to be here. So we'll go out there and we'll sign a guy that wants to be here and play for our Minnesota Twins, as we're still a very talented team, and I think we can load up on a lot lot of talent, as we definitely have the money to offer it out. We did offer 10 years, $285 million.
Oh, yeah, meaning next year we could just sign a really great upcoming free agent. Shohei Ohtani's going to be free agent next year.
Yes, I've been pushing for that for forever.
I know, I'm waiting.
For like the past year and a half. I've
Free
just been
agency's
like,
coming up.
As soon as I heard Shohei Ohtani wasn't happy last year, last offseason before this season.
And he's saying it again this year.
Yeah, and he's saying it again this year. He wasn't happy with the Angels. Let's get him over here.
And he's reaching free agency this next summer.
Let's bring him on over to our Minnesota Twins. Well, you guys can send a little bit of luck to our Minnesota Twins by playing the great eTab game Twins Win. You guys can play wherever you're playing Pilot games at and win some really great prizes in that home run derby bonus round if you can pick the lucky batter. But we are getting enrolled into this game number 7 of Game Day Bingo. That minor prize is sitting at $21, 52 balls or less, and that's because it went out just last game. And that must-go prize, though, it is going to be doubling up in this one, so whatever it was sitting at in that last game is only going to be added to as you guys are getting enrolled for this one.
Oh, yeah. But as you guys know, we typically play a little bit of Vikings or some Twins Bingo during this lunchtime. And whenever we're playing Vikings Bingo or Twins Bingo, you guys are earning points for our Viking Zone standings. And these are how the player standings ended off at the end of Season 12. In 10th place, we had Red over at American Legion Fridley with 113,000 points. With 122,000 points in 9th was Caribou over at Cooper's Restaurant. 8th place was T-Bone over at Poppers with 142,000 points. In 7th, we had Tez over at Poppers with 148,000 points. With 164,000 points in 6th, we had Kirby over at VFW Blaine. 5th place, kicking off that 200,000 point club, was Sinbob over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 223,000 points. With 236,000 points in 4th, we have Loser Dave over at VFW Spring Lake Park. 3rd place is Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 266,000 points. With 298,000 points was Scrub Eye in 2nd place over at VFW Blaine. And in 1st place, ending things off for Season 12, we have Mikey Wins over at Maple Tavern with 391,000 points. Good job to all of our players in the Viking Zone standings, ending off Season 12 with a blast.
Oh, yeah. Now on to the location side. In 10th place, we got Lakefront Bar in La Center with 170,000 points. With 184,000 points, we have a two-way tie between Steve-O's in Crystal and Halfley's Bar in Richmond. 7th place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in Coon Rapids with 209,000 points. With 318,000 points in 6th place, we got our place on 3rd in Faribault. 5th place is VFW Blaine with 351,000 points. 4th place is Poppers in Virginia with 467,000 points. With 492,000 points in 3rd place, we got Corky's Bar South Haven. 2nd place is American Legion Fridley with 589,000 points. With 698,000 points in 1st place, we got VFW Spring Lake Park getting their 2nd championship in a row. They won Season 11, now winning Season 12. Awesome stuff there. But we do have awesome stuff in our e-tabs. We're always releasing new e-tab games. Tomorrow, phone tags being released. Yeah. We just released a few weeks ago a little bit of Winter Poker Run, which is also a super fun game. And we have over 70 different charitable e-tab games that you can choose from. Play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. With awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games, you definitely will want to get after them.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are checking out all of our great eTab games. But as you guys are going after all these great jackpots, but there we go. Before we talk about our awesome stuff, we got Happy New Year over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking on that must-go of $59. Good job to you. Happy New Year.
Yeah, definitely some awesome stuff in this game number 7. We're now going to get enrolled into a game number 6 with that minor prize clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less. This should be some fun stuff as that minor is going to keep on growing. That major and mega still growing on into this next game. But a little music history on today. And in 1969, the Jackson 5 make their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show, where they perform their debut Motown single, I Want You Back.
Oh, yeah, classic song.
I Want You Back.
Oh, yeah.
So
early
good.
Jackson 5 was great.
Jackson 5, probably honestly is my favorite. Michael Jackson. I just absolutely love the Jackson 5.
Oh yeah, and you gotta admit, all their voices were just amazing.
And Tito, Tito was the man. He needed more respect than he did.
He did.
Tito Jackson just did not get the respect he needed.
No.
He was an absolute phenomenal. He captured the crowd with his emotion when he sang. He was just a great performer, and I just feel like Tito doesn't get the love. A few of them had their individual careers, and Tito just didn't get the love that he deserved. And
No,
so
he didn't.
I'm shouting out Tito of the Jackson 5 on today.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Good job, Tito, man. Oh, yeah. Next up on our music history, we got in 1977, at the peak of the disco era. The film Saturday Night Fever opens in theaters. The soundtrack contains 2 previous #1 hits and 4 new #1 hits.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
I want to know what those hits were. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look up the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous how many hits they had. Has to be just one of the greatest movie soundtracks of all time. And the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack goes for Staying Alive,
Yeah.
How Deep Is Your Love, Night Fever, More Than a Woman.
That's it.
If I Can't Have You, A Fifth of Beethoven, More Than a Woman, Manhattan Skyline, let's see, Night on Disco Mountain, let's see, Open Sesame, You Should Be Dancing, Boogie Shoes. Yeah, there's a lot of really big hits in here.
There's Disco Inferno.
That is
so many good ones. Boogie
awesome
Shoes.
stuff.
Oh, man. But yeah.
Do you have a favorite one from the Saturday Night Fever?
It's got to be More Than a Woman. You love the Bee
Ooh,
Gees.
that is so good. I'm going to go with How Deep Is Your Love. That's probably my favorite of the list. I think it's really, really entertaining and still holds up to this day. It's just a really, really good song.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely some fun stuff in music history. But if you guys want to make Pilot Games history, sign up at PGL.world and become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points and have access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it. Also, get signed up at PGL.world today, and we'll get you guys highlighted in our new member spotlight, as we just had a few new people get joined up here.
Oh, yeah. Those players that just got signed up are Bingo Queen, Aurora, V-Rat, Geardes, 920, Mike Eck. We got Mausinski, Nick Mausinski, Jersey Girl, Ethical Sin, Teal, Rope SA 124, Endless, TJ SAS over at 82. Good job to all those players getting signed up at the PGL. Hopefully we can see you guys get on those elusive PGL standings.
Yeah, easy way to earn some PGL points is heading over to the Player Connect app. All you got to do is launch that app and select the sports link right at the bottom of your screen, and you'll be able to fill out 5 squares for the Vikings versus Colts Saturday, December 17th. Points are awarded for the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Play for free in the Player Connect app and earn PGL points for Season 12 if you win. It's really, really fun stuff. And just last weekend, we had some winners taking home PGL points for that Vikings-Lions game.
Oh, yeah, those players taking home points in first quarter was Chloe 7, second quarter was Unknown, in the third we had Tony 5, and in the fourth quarter, ending things off, was Jersey Girl, new-time player.
Yeah, awesome to see all those players getting some nice PGL points. But the players that have been earning PGL points all season long land in our top 10. And in 10th place, we got Nixon at VFW Roseville with 1,092,000 points. With 1,142,000 points in 9th place, we got Big Dog over at the Rustic Saloon. 8th place is Sarah Honey over at VFW Austin with 1,191,000 points. With 1,212,000 points in 7th place, we got Bryzo over at the Underground Bar and Grill. 6th place is Bergar over at Southtown Lanes with 1,234,000 points. With 1,246,000 points in 5th place, we got Panda over at the Roadside. 4th place is Devoid over at the Roadside with 1,332,000 points. But before I get into those top 3 players, we have a big-time winner.
Oh, yeah, we got Gophers over at VFW Blaine taking home that must-go of $15. Good job to you, Gophers.
Yeah, we are now going to get enrolled into a game number 8 of Game Day Bingo with that minor prize clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. This should be some fun stuff as that prize is just continue to grow in money amount. Let's see, $51 available on that minor jackpot, as well as $2,897 on the major and $10,000 on the mega. But back to these standings. In 3rd place, we got Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,385,000 points. With 1,402,000 points in 2nd place, we got Chapster over at Moe's. And that number 1 player, it's Forget You D at VFW Austin with 1,807,000 points.
Oh, yeah, good job to all those players in those standings. But on the location side of things, in 10th place, we have, let's see.
Yeah, we're going to get on over to the location side of the standings.
Oh, yeah, 10th place, we got Clancy's on Island Lake Park Rapids with 3,636,000 points. 9th is Maple Liquor Store with 3,081,000 points. 8th place, we got Corner Bar and Grill Winstead with 3,206,000 points. 7th place, BFW Austin with 3,348,000 points. With 3,512,000 points. In 6th place, we have LJ's in Meltona. 5th is Cabin Bar and Nicolette with 4,144,000 points. With 4,235,000 points in 4th, we have BFW Northfield. 3rd is Friendly Buffalo and Big Lake with 4,242,000 points. And in 2nd is Poppers in Virginia with 4,768,000 points. And in 1st place, holding on to a massive lead, we got Howie Sports Bar and Grill in St. Cloud with 5,861,000 points.
Yeah, good job to all those players and locations killing it on those PGL nights. Tonight we have a great specialty night, Wild Wednesday, running from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. And hopefully we can give out some night prizes as our Wild take on the Red Wings tonight at 7:30, just 30 minutes after you get on air for that Wild Wednesday. In our last game, we had a tight one in the Twin Cities as the two teams showed off their familiarity with one another in a tight checking chippy hockey game after a night in Edmonton where two teams combined for 82 shots on Friday. Just 51 opportunities made their way to the starting goaltender in a 2-1 defeat for the Oilers at XL Energy Center on Monday evening. Us getting the win, obviously, for our Minnesota Twins. Give them credit. Defenseman Darnell Nurse said post-game, they checked harder than us.
No.
No, hey, I love it. I love to hear that our Wild, we're playing more, we're just playing a little bit harder. We're just hitting a little bit harder, and we're winning that defensive show. A little bit more of what we expect out of our Minnesota Wild, as they're known for that hard-nosed defense, you know, playing with a little bit more backbone to them. And so I'm glad to see that backbone is showing up a little bit more and in a very important game against a pretty good team, the Oilers.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are out there supporting them tonight as they face off against those Red Wings at 7:30.
What's your score projection?
Oh,
or do you want to wait for tonight to make that score?
I'm going to wait.
Okay, I'll make my score projection here because I'll be here for happy hour too. But, you know, I could still make a score prediction. Well, he'll be there for the game, so he can make it when the game's getting started. I'll say my score is going to be Wild 5, Red Wings 2.
Okay.
That's going to be a 5-2 victory for our Minnesota Wild. Should be some fun stuff. Play the great ETAB game. Let's go Wild. Check out that Slapshot bonus and see if you get to win some big prizes. But moving on from one ice to another ice, we got to get into our fishing report. This was done about Bardet War Road, Lake of the Woods on the Rainy River, done by Explore Minnesota on December 9th.
Oh, yeah. Some Lake of the Woods resorts have set up their ice houses, and some ice trails are marked and open. Resorts who have pulled out fish houses will typically transport anglers to their houses using light ice rigs for convenience and safety. Please remember that ice conditions vary greatly on Lake of the Woods, so there are areas that remain inaccessible. As always, work through a resort or an outfitter, stay on marked trails, drive slowly, and never exceed weight limits. The Rainy River is frozen, and some locals who are familiar with the river are walking out and catching walleye and sauger. Just like Lake of the Woods, ice thickness varies, so visiting anglers need to work through a resort or an outfitter for that safe access. Definitely some very important stuff, but we got a winner with JDW over at Howling Dog Pub, taking home that Musco of $15.70. Good job to you, JDW, as that minor, major, and mega are going to be growing and rolling onto this next game. I believe game number 9.
I'm pretty sure it's a game number 9. That's what I'm going to stick with. So we're about to get enrolled into a game number 9. So get enrolled, press play, and see if we can get out some big prizes. It may be a game number 10. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, yeah.
It would make more sense for it to be. I'll confirm it just in 1 second. As we are getting after it. You want to talk about those nice prizes available while they're getting enrolled, though?
Oh, yeah. Currently, that minor is clicking up from $73. It's currently at $58 or less to take home. Majors at $2,916. You guys can currently take home in $50 or less. And that mega jackpot's at $10,000. As we just gave that out last night. And you guys can currently take it home in $45 or less. And we've seen it go out right at $44. So make sure you guys are getting after it. As you guys have just less than 2 minutes to get enrolled.
Yes, this is a game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. As we only have 3 games left 10, 11, and game number 12. So hopefully we can give out a prize in these next 3 games. I mean, obviously that minor prize already looking pretty good in this one.
Oh, yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in pressing play, and also make sure you guys are staying safe on all that ice out there.
Oh, yeah, but if you guys take home a nice jackpot, we'd love to see a player picture of it. You could share those pictures on Facebook or by just emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. You can also post them onto any of your social media with the hashtag pilotgames, and we'll see them there too. And there's lots of reasons to be able to send in those player pictures. You're just having a good time playing Pilot Games, you win a giant jackpot, or you playing with your favorite E-Tab game. It's always a good time. So send in those player pictures. As we are about to get into a little Vikings news now, as we are 10-3 on the season.
Oh, yeah, the Vikings have lost a couple of cornerbacks to injuries in the recent weeks, so they've made a move to add a healthy body to the group this week. According to multiple reports, the Vikings have signed rookie Callan Barnes to their active roster. Barnes has been on the Dolphins' practice squad. Barnes was a Panthers 7th-round pick this year, and he signed with the Dolphins after being cut by Carolina at the end of the summer. Barnes has not played in any games this season, but he did open eyes at the scouting combine earlier this year when he ran a 4.23 40-yard dash. Dang, he's quick. The Vikings have placed cornerbacks Andrew Booth and Caleb Evans on injured reserve in the last couple of weeks. They got Cam Dantzler back from injured reserve last week, and Barnes gives them another piece to use against the Colts this weekend and in future games to come for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, you pick up a guy that was drafted this past season. He ran a 4.23 40-yard dash. I mean, high upside kind of guy. Feels like there's no real risk in signing him. No one feels like no cornerback feels threatened by the fact that they signed him. I think they just feel like, oh, they're just adding depth because we're injured kind of thing. And so, I mean, I think
you kind of need a body out there.
It feels like a win-win situation for us as we get a guy with a huge upside, being as fast as he is, and adds in a place where we've been just so injury-prone over the last few weeks. Andrew Booth Jr., Caleb Evans, and even Cameron Dantzler going off and on injury reserve. It's been tough to keep those cornerbacks healthy. So we're hoping to be able to keep maybe this guy can start to work for us, Barnes, as he's a really fast cornerback, but hasn't really seen any NFL action just yet.
Oh, yeah, so hopefully he'll be maybe getting his first shot at that this Saturday at the Vikings are playing against Colts at 12 o'clock. One way to support those Vikings is by playing the E-Type game we teamed up with them for, Vikings Victory. You guys can pick a letter in that skull bonus to win those big prizes.
Yeah, it's always a really, really great time playing that Vikings Victory. But as you guys are working on this game number 10, me and Will have a few movies that were released on today.
Oh, yeah, and kicking us off in 2000, we got Miscongeniality.
Yeah, this is a classic one. A lot of people just absolutely adore this movie, and it's understandable why, as Sandra Bullock does a great job in it. You got Benjamin Bratt, Heather Burns, William Shatner, Michael Caine. Huge, great cast on there, and it's really, really fun. It's about like a FBI female agent that has to like dress up.
Interesting.
And that Sandra Bullock has to like dress up as Miscongeniality.
That's fun.
Yeah, I
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's one that I would suggest that if you ever got one that you have like you want a little like fun like girl movie to watch like with maybe like a date or something like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a bad one that would keep you entertained as well.
Oh yeah, next up and probably better for that date night, we got released in 2005, King Kong, and I believe this is the one with Jack Black. I love this movie so much.
I don't think so. This is 2000. Oh, it is.
I told you it was. But before we talk more about this amazing movie, we got Rod over at Tony's Saloon taking home that Musco of $16.20. And yes,
this came out in 2005.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Wow, I didn't realize.
This is the one where he rips the T-Rex's jaw. It's one of my favorites.
I completely remember this movie. It's a really, really good one. It's just very good CGI for 2005.
Oh, it was great. I loved it as a kid.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember it being in 2005. I remember it being like 2010 or 12 or something like that.
No.
Like, I'm just surprised that, great movie. King Kong, awesome stuff. Next up.
3 hours long, though.
In 2007, another movie with some great CGI. We got Alvin and the Chipmunks.
This one gave Avatar a run for its money.
Absolutely fantastic. You got so many great. Justin Long voices Alvin.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, and you also got Jason Lee. He plays the main guy in it, and David Cross plays the mean record producer, and it's
Yeah.
just really really entertaining.
Oh yeah, great movie series. Definitely a lot of fun parts in it.
Yeah,
They
I'm a
made
huge
a ton of them.
I love the first one. I don't necessarily love any of the ones that come after that. Maybe the second one was pretty good with the Chipettes or whatever it was.
Yeah, that one wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I had to watch
The
the
Squeakquel.
I remember I got forced to watch the Squeakquel, and then I was like, I think I had to watch the Road Chip as well. That's like the fourth one. Or
yes,
something.
I think I might have watched the Road Chip as well, but I think it was like one time and I barely even watched it.
Yeah.
I love the classic old the Chipmunk Adventure show. Like it was just absolutely so entertaining. All the different movies that they had.
Yeah, the early ones were great. Like the animated Alvin and the Chipmunks, that was top tier.
But 2007 definitely put it onto a different tier where I think I still will randomly listen to a song from that Alvin and the Chipmunks movie just for funniness.
Oh yeah, next up, released in 2007, we have I Am, which it might be finishing
I Am
off
Legend.
I Am Legend. Oh, I thought so.
Yes.
Such a good movie. Will Smith, that dog from I Am Legend, actually just turned I think 15 or something the other day. It was her birthday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Still
very
kicking it.
It's one of those super entertaining zombie isn't it a zombie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, zombie movies, and it's one of the better ones that
It
I've
really
ever
is.
watched. I really enjoy it. It's got, I mean, Will Smith absolutely kills it in that movie. It's one of the first movies I actually recognized Will Smith as just like a very good actor instead of being like a fun actor. Like I was like, oh wow, this is a really good job. But this is me as a kid, like being like, oh
yeah.
wow, he's really good.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. And then I know that there was also supposed to be like a different ending in it and stuff like that as
Yes.
well.
Uh-huh.
And it was I heard they're making a second one now. So that's interesting.
Really? I didn't know that
Yeah,
they'd make a second.
I heard that it's going to be in production.
That's really, really interesting. Yeah, the sequel is it has been officially greenlit. Despite the film star Will Smith making headlines, it seems like it still will be coming out.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. Next up, in 2012, The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey was released.
The first of the new series.
Yes.
It's definitely great.
Was really,
The
really
Hobbit.
entertaining. I was a huge fan of it. You got Martin Freeman, Ian McKellen, and many, many others that absolutely killed it in this series.
Ian McKellen is just one of the greatest actors of all time.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan, and is part of one of the greatest movie to book rendition movie series of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Next up in 2018, we got Bird Box.
Oh yeah, we all remember this one coming out. It was a pretty interesting movie.
I think if it wasn't so widely, like everyone was like, you have to watch this, like it is so good, like blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
I thought it was I really enjoyed it because I watched it when it just first came out and I hadn't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
And like no one really talked about it. I absolutely loved it. I think I even rewatched it for the second time, still like absolutely obsessed with it. But then people just like started over like talking about it, and I just kind of was like, it's not that good, guys. It's
Yeah,
just
no.
really, really entertaining. It's one of the better thrillers that came out in 2018.
Yeah, I was just mostly glad about Felix in the movie.
Oh,
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
I was like, he wasn't in for too long.
yes, he wasn't there for too long. I didn't have a
I didn't
huge.
even know he was there.
I didn't even have a knowledge of Machine Gun Kelly, to be honest, when I first watched it in 2018. But
it actually was a good movie.
yeah, you
too.
got Sandra Bullock, John Malkovich, Sarah Paulson. You get those three in a movie together, it's probably going to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. But we do have a winner, as we have Mark over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville, and JCJ, as well as Chukka. Chukka playing JCJ over at Cam's, and Chukka over at Mabel Liquor Store. They're going to be splitting up that $24 must-go prize.
Yeah, good job to all of our winners in this game number 11. We're about to get enrolled into a game number 12 with that minor prize, 62 balls or less, $123. High likelihood that I'll be going out in this one. 2 minutes and 12 seconds to get enrolled, and this will be the final game that me and Will are here live for. The last movie released on today in 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
One of the best, I think one of the greatest, if not the greatest Marvel movie ever been made.
Oh, it's definitely one of the, obviously if you're animated and not animated. There's a lot of people who have opinions on that. I would say that it is the greatest superhero animated movie of all time.
Yeah, I would give it that. Easy.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something
probably
else.
There's probably some with more cultural significance to it, but I don't think there's any that has the storyline, plot, voice acting, and animation.
We forgot about one. All the DC animated movies. All those are like top tier, like the Killing Joke and all that.
Oh yeah, they're really good.
But man, Into the Spider-Verse was just something else.
But it also is relatable to multiple. The thing that makes Spider-Verse even greater than those ones, in my opinion, is that you can show those to your kids. They're super entertaining. You can show them to your grandparents. They could probably be super entertained by it. You could show it to. You can watch it as adults, and you can be super entertained by it. Where you go to those DC ones, you got to be an adult if you're going to be watching those, or older teen, kind of thing. Like you got to be at least a teen to be able to watch those. Where you can't show those to your 8-year-old kid.
Oh yeah, and what's great is that the trailer for the new Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, just dropped yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah, the movie should have already been out, but
I know.
but it's been delayed a few times.
I'm so sad about it because it really should have been out over the summer.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. It should have been out during this fall time. A few celebrity birthdays on today. A fun one that was on today. We got Vanessa Hutchinson, American singer and actress. She was in the High School Musical and The Princess Switch.
Yeah, next up, we have born in 1954, James Horn, American actor known for being in General Hospital as well as Transformers Prime.
Ah, that's awesome stuff. That's definitely a good one. Let's see. And the earliest celebrity birthday born on today, born in 1546, we got Tycho Brahe, a Danish astronomer who set the new standard for astronomical observations.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, definitely some cool ones on today. Timberwolves, they're playing tonight against the Clippers at 10 p.m. It should be some really, really fun stuff as we're getting after it. But we do have a little This Day in History that we'll talk about before we end off this broadcast with you guys.
Oh, yeah, and on December 14th in 1911, Norwegian Roald Amundsen becomes the first explorer to reach the South Pole, beating his British rival Robert Falcon Scott. Wow, names were so much cooler.
Robert Falcon Scott.
Against Roald Amundsen. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's some great names right
and
there.
And also, the height to the first to reach the South Pole was also just an expedition that was just terribly almost cursed because there were just so many of people that would just got lost in snowstorms or
people would just disappear. Yeah, you would never hear of them again.
Yeah, no. And what was even crazier is that back then it would be half skiing, half and they would even try and do almost like PEDs almost to try and keep going.
Oh yeah, no, it's I mean because then if you don't keep going,
you're gone.
You're gone. So you want to be taking those performance enhancing drugs to be able to do it.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, I mean, heck, hop me on some testosterone so that I can truck through some snow.
So I can put them snowshoes on, basically just tennis rackets taped to my feet. Let's go.
Exactly. I'm being in my physical prime if I'm doing that trip. I mean, that
I would hope I'm going.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, first person to ever do it, Norwegian, Roald Amundsen, the first guy to do it, and not only doing that, but he was racing his British rival. I mean, may have a better name, but wasn't the first one to reach the South Pole, Robert Falcon Scott.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Good job to both those people doing something great. But we do have a couple final winners. We got Curry Powder over at the Barrel House Bar and Cafe and MD Mailman over at American Legion Fridley. They're going to be splitting up that $32 must-go prize, meaning that minor, that major, and that mega are going to be growing and rolling on to the 1 to 4 times of game day bingo. Definitely some awesome stuff.
Yeah, we're super excited to try and give out some of those game day bingo prizes during happy hour, but we're going to be off during that time during 1 to 4. You're about to get enrolled into some Lucky 4 bingo action, and while we leave you guys off, we got a player spotlight. Lynx 22 over at the Windmill, who took home $11,000 this weekend, and over at the Windmill, they were supporting the Minnesota Lake Firemen's Relief Association, and its purpose is to provide benefits for the fire department members.
Oh yeah, definitely some awesome stuff. Always keep in mind that whenever you guys are playing pilot games, your community wins.
See ya.
Saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Kriesel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
We're at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby!
Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talking his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts. Drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous days.
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skull, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Have a really nice day.
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.
Our mission is to serve the community. Pilot Games has given us the opportunity to provide those resources and so forth that we need to our schools, to our fire department, to our library, to organizations that help the hungry. All of those are all made possible by the Pilot Games organization.
There it is. 53 balls.
at the Ledge Amphitheater in White Park, Minnesota.
I saw the Blues Brothers 2 years ago with these guys.
Blues Brothers 2 years ago was a lot of fun. Prior to that, it was the Beach Boys, and with John Stamos, it was awesome.
I have never been to a PyCon event before. This is my first time, and I am loving it.
Yeah, this is incredible. We pulled in, parked, got some free beers, amazing free food.
Famous Days!
Hey everyone, Famous Dave here, smoking up the best ribs in America.
Having a great time so far. We got a picture with John Randall. It's pretty awesome.
John Randall is like my favorite.
Skol, 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 baby! Really cool seeing John Creasel. Really cool listening to him talk and his story.
This is my first PyCon, and I've had a blast.
Willie is my favorite.
I'm excited for Willie Nelson.
I grew up listening to Willie Nelson my whole life.
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson! Have a really nice day!
The entertainment, the people watching, cocktails, t-shirts, drink and eat and be with everybody.
Fabulous experience.
Either way, I don't know why you would miss this. That's all I gotta say.
He said we're making sure to come every year.
Get your butt here, man. Get your butt here.